Insalata di radicchio e mele alla griglia con gorgonzola. Grilled vegetable salad. And in this case, we have this nice radicchio, trevisano, and some apples. Okay. And as you can see, you don't need the radicchio to be overly cooked. Actually, you want it to be a little crunchy. Let me just collect these apples. They're done. While that's cooking a little more, let me put this radicchio closer. Let me just prepare a little bit more radicchio. This is the radicchio trevisano, and you wash it, of course, and then I would say just in slivers like that. This one is not too big, I'll do it in 2. Okay, just a little bit of salt here, oil, and we are ready to grill this one. So this is, okay. Okay, let me collect all of these pieces. Let me put this, because this is the hot spot, and you know, every grill has its hot spot. As you can see here, you know, I go through the root. I want to keep it intact so it doesn't fall apart on me, so it grills nicely. Okay, let's check these. You know, I love when I get questions from you. And this one is from Christine Beach from Florida. Can you grill fennel? If so, how would you suggest doing it? I would like to grill more veggie. What do you suggest? My goodness, almost every vegetable can be grilled. And fennel, almost just like this. You cut it in thin slices, a little bit of oil, salt, and you grill it. You can grill it crunchy, or you can grill it at a lower flame until it's soft. You can even cut a romaine salad in half, salt, oil, put half of it on here, grill it, and then you make your salad with it. So have fun. I think I am ready to make my salad here. So this is a great salad in the making. So let's do a little presentation here. Okay, so, you know, you cannot outdo nature no matter who you are as a chef. Nature is the prime ingredient. So if you have beautiful ingredients, half of your work is done. And if you just enhance natural beauty of the ingredient, you have yourself a beautiful presentation. And the rest is just putting it beautifully on the plate. Let's put the apples in the middle. And you know, they don't have to be all, I kind of like them flowing. And you know, when it's warm and you put the gorgonzola, the cheese kind of softens up a little bit, and that's a great texture. So here's the gorgonzola. And gorgonzola, you can put it on side like this, and they can help themselves. But you know, I like to crumble pieces of gorgonzola like that. So when they take a little piece of the radicchio, the apple, the gorgonzola kind of comes right out. And gorgonzola is blue cheese, not everybody likes it. So maybe keeping it on the side is a good idea. Okay, and this is just like that. So I'm gonna make the dressing, lemon juice and olive oil. I think I'm gonna whisk it a little bit, just give it a little bit of emulsification, if you will. So lemon juice, let me make the whole thing, and oil, just like that. A little bit of salt. And, okay. And again, you can put the dressing on the side, but a little bit goes. So let me start with the apples a little bit, just like that. Now, the radicchio, just a little bit around like that. And whatever you have left over, put in a little bowl right on the side. Okay, I think this dish is finished, but I have to taste it, as I always do. Now, an apple, a little bit of the, okay, a little bit of cheese. Let me taste. The apple still has a little crunch, a little radicchio, a little of the cheese all together. Delizioso. The apple is just cooked enough. It still has a little crunch, the sweetness. The radicchio is also crunchy and a little bitter. And of course, the complexity of the Gorgonzola cheese. I mean, you can make a whole meal out of this, and easy.